Hey SNK fanboys, this is Flavor again. I'm going to show you a little bit about the Flash Masta cartridge. I don't know how well you can see this. Maybe I'll zoom it in a little bit closer here. Alright, you can see the Flash Masta cartridge, and you can see there's a little hole up here. And I just take like a paper clip or something, and there's a little switch in there, and you can just kind of pop the paper clip in there. Switch the switch one way or the other. I usually kind of put it in there and just pop it over. Put it in the other side, pop it over. You don't want to stick something too big in there and crank on it. You could break it, I suppose. But you shouldn't have to apply too much pressure to get it to move back and forth. Anyway, so there's that. So the deal is that in one direction you can have one game, and if you flip the switch, then you can go to another game. The cartridge has 32 megabits of storage space on it. That means that if you have a 32 megabit game, you switch the switch either way, it doesn't matter. You put the game on it, that's all you're going to get. But if you have smaller games, the next smaller size is 16 megabit. And what's actually in there is two 16 megabit chips. That makes up the 32 megabit. And the switch toggles which chip is going to be the game that gets loaded. So if you have games that are, smaller than 16 megabit, they can be just tiny, it doesn't matter, but you switch the switch one way, put the game on there, switch the switch the other way, put another game on there, and then you got two games you can switch back and forth. I can show you that real quick. Alright, so I grabbed two files here. I got Mix It by Thor and Shuffle Puck Cafe, because I'm wearing the Shuffle Puck Cafe shirt today. So let's say we'll pop the cartridge in there, run it. It says there's a game already on it, so we're just going to say Flash ROMs. We're going to pick Mix. It's going to erase the cartridge first. Takes a little while. Actually, it says erasing cartridge. It should be only erasing the one chip that it needs to write this game. And erasing does take a little while. So now it's processing. This is a pretty small game. It shouldn't take very long to pop this on there. And while it's writing the cartridge, we can look at this a little bit. You can see that it says flashing mix. All this information up here was the information we saw when we first run the thing. It tells us what cartridge is inserted and all that. You can see down here, it's just the Flash Masta cartridge. And you can see that the switch is switched to the right. We'll switch it to the left when we do the next one. We're getting kind of close to being done. It takes a little while. Alright, so now it says that the game on there is Mix. So we're going to switch the little switch, take a handy dandy paper clip, and pop that thing over. Hard to hold the camera when I'm reaching in here. Alright, it was a little bit hard to hold the camera while I was doing that, but you can see the switch is now to the left. And if we say cart info, it doesn't know what's in there, it's just kind of crazy gibberish. So we're going to flash new game. I downloaded this game, it had the wrong extension, so I had a little problem. I just shut it down and renamed it to NGP, and now I'll run it. You can see it shows gibberish. Said the switch is to the left now, so we'll flash Shuffle Puck. So it goes through this again, it erases it. It's going to take a little while, and then it's going to write it. Alright, it's writing the cartridge, and what it's going to do is just take that file like I told you before, it's going to put it on the other chip. So then we have Mix It on one chip and Shuffle Puck on the other chip. And then we'll be able to just switch back and forth. Mix It is going to be on the switch on the right, Shuffle Puck is going to be when the switch is on the left, and you can take it on the go, just have a little paper clip or a toothpick or whatever, you can use a little pen or whatever, you pop in there and switch the switch, and you switch between games. And because each of them has their own chip, it's able to save the game. So when you save your save game, it writes to that chip. And when you switch this switch, the other game is going to write to the chip that it's on. So you shouldn't have any problems with save games either way. Now, like I said, you have a 32 megabit game, it's not going to work because, well, it's going to work fine, it's just not going, you're not going to be able to put 2 games on there because it's going to take up the whole thing. So you can't switch the switch, put a 16 megabit game, switch the switch, put a 32 megabit game, and then think that you can switch back to the other game. Alright, here we go. It's done. It says flashing done. See, it says flashing done down here, flashing shuffle puck cafe. If we say cart info, it shows shuffle puck down here. And just to show you, I'll switch this back. Sorry, I have to hold the camera weird when I do that, but I'll switch it back the other way. And then when we do cart info, it says mix. And so now we can boot either game, and unfortunately right now I don't have my Neo Geo Pocket next to me, so I'm not going to show that in the video. But the same, when you pop it into the back of the machine, this part sticks out just a little bit, and you can switch the switch back and forth and play whichever game you want without even having to pull the cartridge out. Alright, there you go. That's how the Flash Masta works with the Linkmasta to put 2 games on 1 cartridge. Alright, so that's it. We got 2 games on there. Like I said, I don't have the Neo Geo Pocket right next to me. I mean, it's pretty simple. You pop it in there, you can switch it back and forth without taking the cartridge out. So it's great. Hey, if you like my videos or if you like anything that I'm working on, please, I know everybody says subscribe to my video, whatever, but really I think that if you guys do that, more and more people will see the project, more and more people will be interested in Neo Geo Pocket stuff, Neo Geo Homebrew. We've had people lately that want to get back into Neo Geo Homebrew, so I hope that we're going to get more games out and stuff like that. So, you know, anything you can do like that, you know, post somewhere that you like this, post the link somewhere, like it on YouTube, you know, post the link on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Any of that kind of stuff really helps because other people will see it and maybe they'll come around. You know, maybe they don't buy something, that's fine, but maybe they'll think, oh man, there is actually a scene of people that are into Neo Geo Pocket stuff. So anything you can do. Alright, see you later guys.